Thank you very much. Did we just get married? We've never had a celebration like this before. But I'm not going to pop the question, I swear. We've done that. Thank you, Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, my beautiful daughter. And my other beautiful daughter. Oh my God. I was very, very emotional. I didn't think I was going to be emotional today. Obviously, we're doing a lot of things and we're busy. But this actually means more to me as I start reflecting on things, which I don't really write my speeches, but I really am speaking from my heart. You know, Hollywood Boulevard was something that I was a dancer, and I carried my dancing shoes up here looking for an agent. And I couldn't find an agent. I found a fabulous dentist, but I couldn't find an agent. And I had the biggest, portfolio anybody's ever seen. And I remember I walked into one guy who was there, and I said, well, I don't know if I'm funny. I'm not quite sure what I am. He said, well, I don't know what you are either, because you're too pretty to be funny, and you're too this to be that, and you're too that to be that. And I thought, well, that's fine. You know, I'm really a dancer. And I worked as dancing, and that's what I came here to do. I wanted to be on TV shows. I wanted to go home, and I wanted to marry a dentist, and I wanted to have a normal life. And it's really what I wanted, even though my dad told me I wasn't normal. So basically, I'm here on Hollywood Boulevard, and I'm remembering when I lived up on Argyle. And I'm remembering when I finally got that dance show that I was on Andy Griffith and, Don Knotts and Tennessee Ernie Ford, and I'd hit there's the jackpot. I was so happy. And an agent came up to me out of 12 beautiful girls saying, do you have an agent? I went, oh my God. You mean I don't have to walk on Hollywood Boulevard anymore and look for an agent? I said, well, actually, no, I don't. He said, well, I'd like you to come see me. I'm with William Morris. And I go to William Morris' office, which of course I had to be reminded because I thought he really just wanted a date. I didn't think he really wanted to sign me to William Morris. And anyway, so I rushed over there, and the next thing I know, I'm sitting with all these agents, and then I'm just put up to Desilu Studios talk about the fabulous Hollywood and every story that we've heard growing up right down there. And I walked in there, and the lady there was actually on a switchboard. It shows you how old I am. Boom. And she said, oh dear, did you get a script? You're the only girl that got a script all day. And I said, I did get a script, but you know, I'm too young for the part. So I went back home and I got a call that you got the part. And I said, but I'm too young. And they said, no, they wrote a part in for you. So as we start talking about life, stardom, destiny, all the things that you say, what does this mean to you? What does this star mean to you? Does it really mean that you're a star? When you're acting there at Desilu Studios, and George Slaughter, one of the loves of my life, came there and said, I think I want to talk to her. And he was the man of laughing. He started laughing. Hey, you want to go? Yeah. I just said yes. That star is part of yes. And then there goes laughing. And I'll tell you guys, I really went through something then, because I didn't know what it meant to be a star. I didn't know what it meant to be known. I didn't know what it meant to be signing autographs when people didn't know who I was. So I had to figure out who I was. Am I that Goldie? Am I that Goldie? Am I that Goldie? So the question at that time in my life was, I wasn't a star. I was trying to figure out who I was. And that to me is what I look at as I look at this star and I say, who am I? I didn't get my white picket fence, but I got a beautiful house. I said yes to Kurt Russell on Swing Shift. I said yes to a few other men, but I said yes to Bill Hudson. And without Bill, I would never have Katie and Oliver. Everything we do in our life, all of us, by saying yes, can lead us to that star. I wish my mom and my dad could see me, because I know that they would be really happy for me. And we wouldn't believe it, that this little girl that danced in the living room, that wanted a regular life, didn't quite get that. But I got a hell of a lot more. Thanks.
I did write this. It's going to take about 3 minutes. I'll own up to it right now. So, now, if you need someone to speak for you at something like this, you'd like to have someone who's good with words, who has a great appreciation and connection to the motion picture industry. An unabashed showman would be nice, but someone who will cast aside the imposition of the request to appear. For that, you need a friend. So Quentin, thanks for being all of the above, but especially for being my good friend. Thank you. Alan Hawn, Disney, for stepping up to sponsor my portion of this. I thank you. Otherwise, this would have been posthumous. And to the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce for your kind consideration. Thank you. Today I'm reminded of how lucky I am to have worked and played with so many talented people in a really fun and exciting business. Actors, actresses, directors, producers, writers, all the crew members of all the shows, especially and specifically makeup, hair, and wardrobe. Dennis Lydiard, I'm talking to you. Studio executives, studio heads. Walt Disney, I'm talking to you. Distributors, exhibitors. A few really important agents, and one secretary in particular. 56 years that seems right now like one big, beautiful, fleeting summer camp. But I owe a special debt of appreciation to my families, and I've never had the opportunity to do it publicly, so I'm going to do it. First to my mom. Where are you, Mom? She's sitting right there. Louise. St. Lulu. And to my dad, who's sitting up there. Maybe watching, maybe doing something else. For literally, I thank you for everything in my life. To my first and toughest and fairest critics, and always with love, my three fantastic sisters, Jill, Jody, and Jamie. I love you. To my four kids, Boston, Oliver, Kate, and Wyatt. Any father would be blessed to be gifted with the pure joy and lifetime of love any one of you have brought to me. To be gifted with four is a familial embarrassment of riches. I love you all. Of course, none of that would have happened to me if it were not for you, Goldie. To you, I owe my wonderful life. Simply put, Goldie, I cherish you. And all the stars in the sky or on the boulevard can't hold a candle to that. And so if I'm to be honored with this sweet token of memorabilia, that is to be sunk forever in the cement of a street whereupon I will be subjected to the constant harshness of the blazing California sun, blowing winds, and pouring rains, and stray dogs of both the canine and human variety, perhaps in need of a little relief, and trod upon by the soles of shoes caked with earth from all corners of the globe, there's no one else I'd rather be next to for all of that than Goldie Hawn. And finally, to those of you who perhaps like me are crazy, madly, and deeply in love with motion pictures, remember this. The first part's Albert Schweitzer, the second part's Kurt Russell. If you feel that light in your life going out, it can be blown again into flame by an encounter with another human being, even if that human being may exist only in the magical, mystical, magnificent world of motion pictures. So thank you all for coming. I'll see you tomorrow, not as me, but as someone far more impressive, as Ego the Living Planet in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. See you in the movie.
All right.